Prince Harry, how Harry and Meghan Markle won't be tied by royal rules like this royal figure. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are in the process of stepping back from their senior royal roles, but according to one royal biographer, Harry and Meghan won't be tied by royal rules, just like other members of the royal family in the past. When Harry and Meghan announced their plans to carve out a progressive new role in the royal family, comparisons were immediately made between their situation and that of Edward VIII and Wallis Simpson. But is the comparison accurate? American socialite Wallis Simpson, who is twice divorced, was seen as an unsuitable wife for the king during the 1930s. The abdication crisis ensued, culminating with Edward renouncing his position as king to marry the woman he loved. Express.co.uk spoke to Annie Saber, author of Wallis Simpson's biography, that women, about any parallels which could be drawn between Wallis and Edward and Harry and Meghan Markle, and although the comparison is irresistible, Miss Saber says it's not actually accurate to compare their circumstances for a number of reasons. She said, there are so many differences with 1936 and today, and with Wallis and Meghan. The big difference is Edward was king and he was giving up being king. Harry is sixth in line to the throne, and really we should cut him some slack. He can do useful work without actually being in that position. Although Meghan and Wallis were both divorced, Miss Saber also points out how public opinion to divorce has drastically changed since the 1930s. She added, divorce was shameful then. You couldn't get married in church if you were a divorced person. Wallis had been twice divorced, so she had men who were alive, and that was considered shocking. Maybe they would blackmail the royal family and say what things they had known. That also leads into the big difference, which is the church. The church really played a big role in 1936. The Archbishop of Canterbury was horrified at the prospect of having to anoint Edward as king, a man who was going to promise to uphold the laws of the land, but actually he was actively subverting them in order to get Wallis's divorce through. Nobody from the church is expressing an opinion now. This is just a sad story. It seems to me of a young couple who are finding it really hard, given that Meghan had a career, she earned money, she expressed views, she worked for charities, and she can't do any of those things. That wasn't true for Wallis. She didn't have a career, she was giving up. Although Miss Saber sees more differences than similarities between the two couples, she acknowledged that both Edward and Harry were not willing to be tied by royal rules. She added, I feel there are so many differences, and only reason people are saying that it's the same, it's a young royal who is not prepared to be tied by royal rules. Edward and Harry are very different people. The details surrounding Harry and Meghan's future roles are being ironed out, but the couple will be splitting their time between North America, widely believed to be Canada, and the UK. The couple have decided to give up their senior royal duties in exchange for financial freedom, and have said they plan to raise son Archie with an appreciation for the royal tradition, while also giving the new family space. Although the couple will no longer receive royal funding, the pair have confirmed they will continue to involve themselves with the cause close to their hearts. The pair have announced plans to launch a new charitable entity.